My response was going to be similar, but with a much more Evan slant. It was going to be like, fuck this day. Hello and welcome to the Answers of Lemon, the smartest icebreakers from the dumbest dudes. Are you about to drive 3,000 miles? Do you want to get one last conversation in with your buddy before you have to be without internet or anything for like 2 weeks as you set up an entirely new apartment? Well, make it more memorable with some weird questions. That's why I am joined today by your god of odd, Connor.
That's me. I just, actually 5 minutes before recording, I took a quick vow of silence just so talking now would have a little extra spice to it, a little bit of blasphemy thrown in. Thought it might add a certain special something to this pre-moving recording.
Got a little bit of zing and a little bit of zang. And as always, I'm your humble host, Evan. Yeah.
That's right.
I don't have anything today. I'm very tired and stressed.
Great. Then I get to talk to you about my vacation plans coming up soon.
Okay. Where are you going? What are you doing? Tell me everything. And also to listeners.
Elite's family have gotten very into cruises, particularly her parents, as they've realized, we could have spent a lot more money over the course of our lives. Let's do that now. So they have been going on a lot of cruises, and they have very generously offered to take us with them.
That's pretty dope. I do need to ask real fast, sequence break it. Is it all inclusive?
No.
Well, then what's the fucking point?
No, but it is a BYO cruise we found out recently, where you can just grab a handle of vodka when you're in town and walk around the deck with it.
I don't know if I love that or hate that.
Yeah, they do have bars. You can purchase alcohol on the boat also.
But that's not economical. My handle of Svedka is so much more cheap and worse.
That's right. That'll get you there, and hey, you get to take a little piece of your European excursion back on board with you. And you're still in Barcelona days later because you've got Barcelona's Svedka. Whatever that is, I can't wait to find out.
All right, have fun. Okay, cool. Please continue on.
And so, Europe, little Spain, mostly Italy, little Monaco in the middle, just to keep things fresh. But that includes, at the very end of things, some time in Rome.
Okay. Which
I have come to find out is filled with cult perverts.
Okay. Like currently? Like actively?
Active, like
continuously. Are you going to get murdered?
You can't get rid of them. They're there.
Okay.
That's how it's going to be. Pervert is unfair. I should say more cult members who found their way into the Catholic Church and had too much time on their hands.
These words are getting more wild with the word.
So they brought the cultishness with them and deepened religious fervor past the point that most Catholics take it.
Okay. All right. That's a scary thought.
And one of the things that you do when you're one of these kinds of people and you have too much time on your hands is you do a simple job that nobody else wants to do.
Okay.
And then you take it to ridiculous extremes. The job in particular in Rome, but also in other cities, is to bury the people that nobody else wants to bury.
Okay, that makes sense. That, respect for the dead, that's like a normal thing that people do.
Yeah, it would be. It would be, wouldn't it? Like one of those corporal works of mercy, feeding the hungry. That's one of the big ones. People do that all the time.
Feeding the hungry, burying the dead, petting the dogs. Catholicism.
All of it. But when you've got too much time on your hands and there aren't enough bodies that need burying, you start to get creative.
What do you mean there's not enough bodies to get buried? Are Catholics killing people in Rome?
No, it's better and worse at the same time.
Connor, where is this going? What Are you going to come back from this trip? I'm getting more concerned about you now.
They just come up with fun and creative ways to handle the bodies. And
Connor, are you pulling a Voltaire's Dead Girls? Is that where this is going here? What?
also no, but they do turn dead bodies into decorations, particularly the bones, because those are the most durable parts of the body. And so you get entire catacombs that aren't just like small stone slabs that hold a skeleton inside of them. They decorate the walls with the bones.
Okay. We're not going to put you in a coffin. We're going to build a coffin out of you.
Yes. You require no coffin because you will be the furniture.
Catholics need to be stopped.
And so,
why are they doing this? What drew them?
Too much time on their hands.
You have taken a step beyond. I feel this feels like desecration.
It does, doesn't it? Except it's monks who do it, so it can't be desecration.
So it gets a pass?
It gets a pass because
like
just enough holy folks come together, and then someone's like, hey, listen, it's kind of ghoulish how you made a chandelier out of spines. And then they say, well, I guess no one's going to bury all those dead bodies that keep winding up in the canal. And then they go, oh, well, I guess they're yours then.
I mean, the Pope said, that's aight, and he's infallible.
And the other reason they get a pass is because it's not just that they have this like creepy tendency to like create mannequin style skeletons hanging around in these crypts out of random people. They also do it to each other. So when the monks die, they're incorporated into the decor.
Do the monks get to ask the other monks, like, do they get to call dibs? Like, hey, I want to be the head of a buttress. Or it's like, no, I want to be an inlay on one of the slabs upon which a coffin is lain.
I would like to think so. I would like to think that you get to choose what exact kind of pun is going to be made out of your body.
Okay, it's like one of the unspoken perks of the job. Like, you know, you work at the fast food joint. Nobody's like, it's not in the job description, but everyone knows that you're taking home fries.
That's right. Yeah.
Cool. I love and hate that equally as much. Please send me all of the cursed pictures when you go.
I'm so positive I'm not going to be allowed to take pictures. I hate to disappoint you.
Try for me.
Into my eyes.
Try for me. Just try for. Are we friends, Connor?
I'll do what I can.
I'm being manipulative and shitty.
and you know, to be fair to the Capuchin monks is the specific crypt that I'm going to try to visit in Rome.
Okay.
To be fair to them, the Catholic Church already contains the seeds of this kind of idea. Have you ever heard of incorruptible remains? That's what they're called.
I have not. Please enlighten me.
So to get the full saint treatment, you need a couple of miracles throughout your life, but also I'm pretty sure a couple after you die. And one of the miracles...
Yes, you do.
One of the miracles that can be ascribed to you to put you in the saint category is having incorruptible remains, which is just to say your body doesn't rot for quite a long time.
Okay. It's... I love the idea that there's just, you know, this 80-year-old monk going up to, like, I feel like Pope John Paul II has been canonized by this point, but just testing. It's just like, just comes with a mallet and just starts whacking a femur. It's like,
nope, still good.
Is this one of the things? Can I fuck this up?
And so, although it does seem like pushing the boundaries of propriety to create whole crypts full of exposed bone works, the Catholic Church keeps whole bodies of saints as relics on display in different churches to be like, hey, look, this person didn't rot. They're still, like, this corpse still looks pretty fresh, doesn't it? Pray. So now pray about it.
I love and hate that.
And I've never felt closer to my Catholic faith than to know, like, wow, that memento mori creepiness runs deep, not just through me, but through my spiritual community.
I know you've got a lot of fucked up things about bones, but I'm glad that you are closer to your God, our God, through this.
I don't know if I'd go that far. I would say I feel more comfortable in my religion. I don't know if that means I'm closer to God. History will tell.
Oh, sure. Fittingly enough, I have my own weird Catholic thing.
Oh, hit me.
I got a Eucharist container at the Goodwill.
Huh.
You know those things that Eucharistic ministers will put the transfigured host into and take to people like dying at hospitals to administer the rite of the Eucharist?
Uh-huh.
I have one of these now.
Oh. Just in case it ever comes in handy.
It's called a Pyx.
How do you spell that?
Pyx.
Yes. Oh, I'm so glad you said that.
Yep. It's got Mary on it. It says, "O Mary, conceived without sin, pray for us who have recourse to thee."
That sounds pretty Catholic, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that, and Leah's like, "Oh, it's a compact." I'm like, I know for certain that is not a compact, Leah. So I was like, I have $2 in my pocket. I want a weird piece of Catholicism because when else would I get one of these? I do not want to be a Eucharistic minister. I have never had any desire to do that. And now this one's mine.
Mazel tov.
Thank you. I googled what is a Eucharistic container called, and that's how I found it. It's called a Pyx. You can also buy one for $10 on some like overly Catholic named website like CatholicEucharistTools.com. I don't remember what it was actually called, but that's what I'm gonna believe.
Have you ever been to one of those spiritual supply stores in person in real life?
No, I did not know that they existed, nor would have thought they did, but that's more about how stupid I am than how the world works.
I think I just got dragged on a couple of errands for like little cousins who were going through their baptism or their first communion or something, where my mom would pick up, something nice, little crucifix or like a holy water dispenser. I'm sure there's a really cool and specific word for those too. I should look that up. But yeah, there's something deeply uncomfortable about going into one of those stores and seeing just like rows and rows and like replicas of all of these things.
Yeah.
And then a price tag on all of them. It feels so weird.
Yeah, I know they had to be made and sold, but I just it doesn't just come with the church,
right?
Once you lay you've put the last cross on the steeple, it just appears in the like a tabernacle appears.
Yeah. No, it turns out, of course it doesn't.
Why the fuck would it?
Before we get into the podcast proper, something I wanted to tell you about. When I was talking to Alita, when I was talking to my wife about going to Rome, we started talking a little bit about the Pope, because we're going to visit Vatican City real quick while we're there.
Papa Francisco, he's one of the good ones.
That's right.
Love the Jesuits.
Yeah, he's moving us in the right direction, for sure. I wouldn't say at a breakneck pace, but definitely in the right direction.
I mean, he's got to be going pretty damn fast for a man who's about to die.
Well, so when I was talking to Alita about it, I discovered that Alita thinks that the Pope is chosen at random in some way.
No.
And she didn't realize that they were like elected by the other cardinals, that it was like essentially a democratic process, maybe more like oligarchical. Anyway, but
either way, it's fun because it's got smoke.
Yeah, she thought there was some kind of arcane ritual of like drawing straws, or
they just spin a wine bottle,
waiting until like the smoke starts, and then like we did it. Or like if it starts smoking between the hours of 1 and 2 o'clock on Saturday, then that means Francis is in. After that, We got to like just keep an eye on it every hour or so. And if the smoke comes out, then that means that it's going to be Benedict, or it's going to be Jebediah, or any, like, that it was just something that got picked. Like,
Bias the 27th.
Lots. Yeah.
No, that's fair. That's totally fair. Like,
it's the kind of thing that would happen, isn't it?
Yeah. But as a practicing Catholic, I know that she's dumb. She's dumb and wrong. All right, let's continue with our own weird auditory right. Most important, first question of the day, Connor. How you been?
I'm doing pretty good. Trying to get the most out of summer. Trying to take a moment every day when I come home to appreciate that I haven't had to mow the lawn in weeks because everything is so dead and dry and crispy. That's what Oregon summers do to a lawn.
Hell yeah.
You mow the lawn more in the winter than you do in the summer, and that's weird and something to stop and appreciate.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'm glad that you are enjoying your little things. That's very good to hear. It's good to take a moment for that kind of thing.
Yeah, stopping, taking a dip in the river from time to time, doing all that good stuff. Checking the air quality from time to time to see whether the fires that are surely blazing somewhere nearby are going to make it difficult to breathe. All those fun little summer traditions.
Yeah, the things that you do living on the West Coast. I know on our walk last night, Leah was like, that's gotta be some sort of fire smoke lighting up the sun like that. I'm like, probably.
They're pretty though. They are very pretty sunsets.
They are, but the understanding of nature is destroying. Not the best.
Yeah. Well, how are you? And as you grapple with nature being destroyed.
Little stressed with moving apartments coming up in a couple of days, but otherwise good. Yeah, no, just taking it a day at a time. That has become my motto as of late. And I think it's more for me than for Leah when I tell her that.
And how important are the road snacks in the equation of getting from West Coast back to East Coast?
We've already got it set up. No worries. We've figured that out. We've even got them set in the right area in the cabinet.
Awesome.
We got rid of the junk. We put the stuff to pack in one spot, and we took the car stuff in another spot. We'll be good to go. Great to go. Ready to go.
Nice.
Yeah. But speaking of going, let's go into our podcast, because why is my mouse not working?
Why is your mouse not working?
Because it wants us to ask you question 46. Connor, your family is safe. Your pets are safe. You are safe. For what 3 items are you running back into your burning home?
All right. Well, now I have a couple of different graduate degrees that I'm totally leaving behind. I can get duplicates of those. That's not a problem.
Fuck that shit. The letters are after my name already. I do not need to worry about this.
That's right. The degree that mattered all along was inside me. So that's not on the table. What kind of
fucking Disney bullshit? The education we received is our friends all along.
I've got a lot of books that I'm just going to have to say goodbye to. They're going to feed the blaze, and that's just how it's going to go. I'm already wearing my Claddagh and my wedding ring, so those are good. I am going to need to take home the rock that I'm hoping will someday be magic.
That probably started the fire. Because it is magic.
Yeah, I've got a rock that it just naturally formed. I found it in Lake Michigan, and it looks exactly like a lick of flame. It's like not even the size of your palm, but it's just got this red, distinct stone inside of it with like a quartzy sort of like aura surrounding it that looks like smoke, and then it's just put into this like not particularly fancy looking sandstony kind of rock, and it's so good and so pure, and I need it. That's one of the things I cannot ever find anywhere else in the world.
You still need to send me a picture of that, bud.
I will not send you a picture. I will show you in person when we happen to be in the same area with that rock. And
We
remember,
had so many opportunities.
I know, man. I know. And you're about to move.
Fuck you.
So that's one of them. My pets are safe. I'm gonna leave it on the back burner. Let's go back and forth. What's one of the things that you're gonna bring?
I like it. I think I gotta save my base. I gotta save my orange Schecter. This first instrument I paid for with my own real money. I closed a bank account for it. I walked up to Chris. I slapped $425 on the table. And I said, "I will take that base, please." And he said, "I know you've already counted it several times." He did not. He just put the money in the till.
That's a good guy.
Like, even though I don't play that instrument a lot as of late. That thing's too fucking important to me. It's got so much of like the last decade of my life bled, sweat, and pinned into it. So I think that's one that I would have to grab.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and that's got a lot of sentimental value to it. Even though you could probably find a guitar that looks exactly the same, it's not the one that you quested after.
Yeah.
One of my objects has become obvious as I've been sitting here. It's this computer, this one right here, because it has all of the things on it that I have not backed up into the cloud. So I'm gonna have to, pardon the pun, burn one of my 3 objects on. I should have just had a backup of all of the things on this computer.
Yep. Yeah, that's totally fair. Honestly, like one of them that I was thinking for myself was, well, shit, I've got podcast episodes and stuff to take care of now. Like, that's all on a computer, and I don't back shit up either.
Nope.
I don't believe in clouds.
I also don't believe in clouds. I feel like it's one of the primary I'm going to be a curmudgeonly old man signs I'm already displaying.
Like, I like having physical, tangible things. Like, I don't use streaming services. I have an iPod. I still use that instead of streaming services. I buy CDs at the good fucking will.
Amen.
Because I'm just a grump. I'm just a grumpy old man. And like, why should I give you $20 a month for my data? Like, fuck you. Just let me have it. You're doing it anyway.
Fine.
Why should I need to pay you? Fuck you. Also, you're training AI on my shit. Fuck you. So like, I've just got so many, like, I do have so many like hard drives and shit. Just, I was gonna say around, but no, they're all in the tub next to the computer where they belong, because like I told you off podcast, I'm organized, damn it. But yeah, I don't back stuff up often enough, so I probably would just have to grab the big ass tower and run away with it, because there is so much stuff related to this podcast that we would just lose, that would just be gone, and that we haven't done anything with. That, I don't know about you, I would like to, because this is fun shit. And thank you for listening too, listeners.
Thanks.
So appreciative. So yeah.
If we could run back in the house and save you, we would. But you're already safe. You're okay.
Yeah. We claimed it. But yeah, I guess, like, not to cop out answer, I too will take this computer. We're fucking old men. Why do you listen?
After that,
why do you talk? Fuck.
After that, I think I'm gonna have to go with the corner cabinet from the house I grew up in. The grandfather clock is gonna have to go, but those are the 2 big pieces of furniture I still have from my childhood home, and I think I'm gonna go for the corner cabinet.
Okay.
and maybe I won't break the glass things that it's holding right now, and I can take all of those things
Yeah.
with me too. That would be nice.
That's I think that's a fine cop out. I will allow it. Like you're not like, oh no, it's too heavy. I need to shake out the toys.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So that's what I'll take with me, like just a big honkin' remnant of former house I can take with me.
I like that, and it's a little bit of the through line of your life thus far. Excuse me. So that's good. I like that. My answer was originally going to be my iPod, but I have actually realized that there is something more important to me than that. And excuse me while I go get it. Say hello to Pikachu, everybody.
That is an ancient Pikachu. Pikachu is an aged gentleman.
This is my first, like, the first stuffed animal that, like, I remember caring about, and I've kept him with me. Like, he's one of those that isn't gonna go. My favorite part about him now is that the whites of his eyes are gone, so he just looks like the abyss.
Did he used to have whites on his eyes?
Yeah, there used to be like the little dot paints reflection to be like, hey, it has eyes and can see, not just see through you like the fucking light is reflecting off him right now. Just the abyss. This Pikachu has stared through the abyss.
I love the color fading on Pikachu because it looks like the kind of gray that you catch in an old pet's kind of face when the coat starts to fade a little bit.
So a fun part about him is his tail is all fucked with the string, because I used to my hand used to be small enough that I could fit it through and wear him like a bracelet. So this little guy, he hangs with me. I don't sleep with him next to me in bed anymore. I have a partner for that need, but he sits in a place of honor upon my display shelf. So I would grab him because, God, I would be so upset. This little fucker.
Yeah, there'd be a couple of things like that I'd be leaving behind.
Yeah. If you didn't see this, audio listeners, I did just make the Pikachu headbang for like 5 seconds. Very, very forceful.
Still got some play left in him.
I wish I had a place to just like leave him in frame for the rest of this episode now. Just like, hey buddy, just hang out. But I don't know what to do with him. I guess let's just see how long I can fucking bib it. All right.
Right there. Yeah, right there in the shirt collar.
Yep. Okay. Yep. This is going to be an awkward fucking hour for the rest of this transmission. Also, I think the yellow of him is fucking up the camera autofocus. So like I think I'm out of focus.
Pikachu's the star of the show now anyway.
What a baby boy. What a baby boy. All right. Word. So yeah, I would have to grab a fucking old stuffed animal. I have actually looked online just in case. You can get this model of Pikachu on eBay. It's like a 99 is when it came out. I don't remember.
Cool.
I looked a while ago.
Yeah, it's a good thing that my stuffed animal that I remember caring about is out of earshot right now. It was Wacko of the Animaniacs that I used to carry around with me quite a bit.
Oh, he was my favorite.
Yeah, he was the best.
Yeah. I mean, he got the movie named after him.
Well, the fire's going to take him, unfortunately.
You got more important stuff to take, like the magic rock that set the blaze.
How do you?
All right, Connor. Number 28. We deserve a new holiday. What's actually worth celebrating? Bonus answer. When would it be?
There are a lot of under-celebrated things, I think, out there.
Yep.
I think in the same spirit of my lawn may be toasty and spiky to walk on, but it's nice that I don't have to mow it. I think one day a year to just stop and appreciate all the tiny things that you've got going for you, where you ignore like, oh, I have shelter, I have food, like those
Yeah.
like really really important things that you celebrate on Thanksgiving. Like, oh,
Right.
my family and my friends, like that's great for another day. I
Right.
want just like little blessings day. Just little blessings, little tiny, tiny bitty things to be appreciative of. And you definitely get the day off of work. It always happens on
Yeah.
the when do we really need a holiday? I want to say August. Why not? Yeah. Yeah, well, we just had the 4th of July, but there's nothing really coming up in September. Yeah, yeah, we got a little bit of a gap before Halloween. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the first Monday of August every year. You get the day off to
Okay.
just do fun little things. You're not supposed to go to the theme park. You're not
Yeah.
supposed to like make it a day trip to Disney. You're just supposed to do like the little things that you enjoy. Little like have little treats that you,
Yep.
you just don't always get. Stuff
Like
like
take
that.
take the walk in the park and like actually look at the leaves, or just like sit down and really enjoy that Hershey's bar.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a day you're not supposed to like zoom out and look at your life in sum total and think about like, wow, where would I be without my parents? You're supposed
Yep.
to zoom in really, really tight and just find little bitty things that you don't realize you love as much as you do.
So like for me, I think I'd like, instead of working, I'd have to go take a nice bath to start my day.
Yeah.
Just like
Yeah.
we're like a real steamy boy with some pleasurable bath bomb in it, and be like, yeah, yeah, this is nice. I don't have to think about shit. I don't have to worry. I just get to soak.
Yeah, you try to, like you've got that extra time in that day, so you stop and think about like, what is my favorite pair of pants that I just throw on without
Yeah.
really thinking about it. You just stop and like feel like, man, I easily could have lived my entire life without getting these pants.
Like for me, it's like, I love this shirt. I'd throw on this shirt.
Yeah, yeah,
Nice. I like that. Yeah, that's good. That's really good. That's worth celebrating.
little blessings day.
I like that. That's really cute. Man, because my response was going to be similar, but with a much more Evan slant. It was going to be like fuck this day, of of just like, like fuck all the bills, the work, the stresses, like go do what you want. Um like focus on a hobby or something, but that feels too close. That feels too close to you. Um so I think I don't we can workshop the name, but I want it to be something along the lines of try something new day. So
Okay.
something that I notice, like especially as I get older, I fall into a lot of routines. So I don't like. I really like going out to eat by myself, or like going to the weird comic shop or something, just to see what it's like. I'm very interested. Like my opinion towards food is, you don't have a bad meal. You just know something that you're not going to eat again.
Hmm.
It's like one time, for dinner, I made, I think it was like gochujang pasta for me and Leah. And we love gochujang. Pasta's very good. This meal was awful.
Oh man.
But we're like, hey, glad we tried it. Now we know. Now
Yeah,
we
you
don't
got
need
to
to
take
make it
those
again.
hits. Like if you don't allow yourself those disappointments, then you don't get the benefits either.
Yep. So I think it's really important to, especially as, we have routines, and, as people get older, like have families and have more responsibilities. There's less of that, like ability as a kid to just kind of fuck around and do whatever.
Mhm.
So I want to encourage people to try something new, whether that's a hobby or a place that you wanted to eat, or finally get that feather duster into the bedroom that you and your partner have been talking about forever. Like, try something new. Have a little fun about it. You don't have to go to work today, so you can just focus on having a good time. So I think that's
for a name. What do you think about Out of the Rut Day?
Ooh, I like that. Like I was laughing earlier because my first thought was like virginal, because like the first time I'm like, I don't like the context of that in this, especially as a national federally supported holiday.
No, that's that branding needs a little work. Yeah.
Out of the Rut Day. I like that a lot. Just encouraging people to, step outside, do that thing that you've been talking about that you've wanted to do, because like, have the opportunity. And same thing for you. I want to focus on a time where there are the least holidays. Is there a like, because there's like, what is President's Day? Is that January? I don't know,
man. I never know when those days are coming up.
Me neither.
Gun to my head, I couldn't even guess when Memorial Day is.
Like, honest to God, people at my work would Slack me specifically of like, at Evan, we have tomorrow off. I'm like, dope. All right, looking at federal holidays. We go January, February, May. All right.
Okay.
So that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing April. April is the time to get out of the rut, baby. Which is good. Which is good for I would say especially like across the board, like it's not too hot on the West Coast. It's not too snowy on the East Coast. It's got that nice little springness. Nice. So let's say I'm gonna go 9th. I'm feeling the number 9. We're gonna say it's Out of the Rut Day is on April 9th, and it's one of those holidays that is not adored. What is the term?
Recognized.
Recognized. It's like if it falls on a Saturday, you do it on a Friday.
Yeah, of course.
I can't remember what that's called, but that's Out of the Rut Day. All right, so
awesome.
So your little blessings is walking on is not mowing the lawn, walking on the grass and stuff. Mine is taking a nice hot bath and probably having some like Wise potato chips. I think I'd really like that little pleasure, little blessing.
Yeah.
So what would
what a miracle? Wise potato chips. So many human beings throughout all of history have never had the opportunity to taste Wise potato chips.
You could do it on your Out of the Rut Day. So what would your Out of the Rut Day be, Connor? In this moment.
Yeah, like I do like trying new things, but there are a lot of new things that I tend to shy away from. It would be kind of a push for me, but something in the world of like taking a dance class or something like that.
Yeah.
Which is something, maybe even more out of the rut than just trying a new food.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm pushing myself a little too hard for this holiday, but that's something that I know I don't like and like would need to retry.
I think Out of the Rut Day is a choose your own adventure book. I don't think you can get too out of it. I think you're fine. I fully support you.
Yeah, that's the route I would go. I think I'd try a dance class or try like some kind of a physical pursuit, which I usually expect is not going to go well. But just to like go out of the comfort zone a little bit and try something radically different. That's, I think, the direction I would go in. Like painting, I don't tend to like expect that I'm going to do well for like fine motor skills either.
Watercolor, acrylic, or oil?
Yes. I don't know.
I'd recommend fuck it, do oil and follow Bob Ross, because also you get to watch Bob Ross, and that shit's a great use of your time.
That's a very good suggestion. Yeah, I think that's probably I would set a few hours aside for my out of the rut day to do that.
Just also make sure you have a specific place to leave the canvas, because oil paints stink and they take forever to dry.
Okay, good to know.
Just so you know. I think my out of the rut day, I think I do a spice food eating challenge. I've never done that before. I think
Oh, cool.
that's something that I've considered doing in my younger age, and I know I'm definitely more sensitive to spice as an older man. But I think it'd be fun to just go it's too hot, it's too hot to some chicken wings. 'Cause fuck it, why not? I can say I did it now.
Totally.
Man, I like our holidays. To listeners, please send us an email at lemonanswers@gmail.com and tell us how we can talk to the government directly. Call it Mr. Government ... Hey, beep boop, Uncle Sam, how do I get these federal holidays? Because we're smarter than you. These should be respected and observed. Observed is the word I wanted.
There you go.
It's observation.
Hey.
Yeah. Number 32. Fuck me. Get ready for Games Done Quick, which, if you don't know, is a speedrunning video game charity. What video game are you speedrunning, Connor? It's basically the conceit. If you don't know speedrunning, it's playing games very fast, often through using glitches. Or not. Depends on what category you're doing. I don't fucking care. Live your life, bro.
Yeah, there are different challenges for speedrunning. Sometimes it's like, do you get to a certain milestone in the game as fast as possible? Do you complete the game like skipping as much content as you possibly can? Do you do any of these things with or without glitches? I think I would, not knowing anything about what the specific speedrunning challenge would entail, I think I would go with speedrunning the original Pikmin.
Why is that?
Well, because I love Pikmin 2 so very, very much. It's my favorite video game. But I don't think I would like speedrunning it. I think it would suck some of the joy out of Pikmin 2.
Yep.
But Pikmin itself is in a huge way about efficiency. It's about setting specific tasks in a specific order, using the resources that you have, and knowing that you can't be everywhere all at once.
Right.
So I would go Pikmin the original without glitches.
Okay.
Getting off of the planet as soon as possible.
Okay, is that like the end game?
Yeah. The whole point of the original Pikmin is you've crash landed on a planet and you need to get enough pieces of your spaceship back together to leave the planet.
Okay, so...
Or you die, because you only have so much food and oxygen. Not oxygen, other air.
Okay, so the little that I know from watching the GDQ channel on the YouTubes, I think you would be any percent glitchless.
Any percent glitchless sounds right to me. Original Pikmin.
Pikmin, any percent glitchless. Let's see. Okay. All right, so there's all parts, low Pikmin, 5 parts, 200 Pikmin challenge mode.
What's the record in those categories?
So I assume you'd be playing it on the GameCube?
Yes.
All right, so all parts, there's some dude from Japan named IID01. They did it in 53 minutes and 48 seconds.
Okay, that feels like a stomachable challenge. Some of these world records are like 8 hours long.
If you want to do 5 parts, some United Kingdom player called MoKG did that in 7 minutes and 13 seconds.
I think just shy of an hour feels a little closer to what I would want to go for.
Okay.
One hour of solid, dedicated effort per attempt feels good to me.
Cool. I like that. is days a thing that happens in Pikmin?
Yes.
Okay, apparently the leader did it in 6 days. I don't know if that means anything to you, because sure don't mean shit to me.
Yeah, each day you get, because you like sort of go out into the world at dawn, and then you've got to retreat to your spaceship at night to be safe. And so like you get a certain amount of time each day to accomplish as much as you can.
Cool. I like that. That's fun. If you ever do that, let me know so I can watch you on Twitch.
All right. What about you, man? What are you up to for your speed running challenge?
I've dabbled with thinking about this, like, just as a thought experiment. Because like one of the games that I would like to do is Ape Escape, because I love the game Ape Escape. It's very fun. But my favorite character in that is Jake. He's the blue-haired rival who gets brainwashed by Spectre. And Jake just doesn't get a show. In all of the speed runs, they just skip the mini games where you race him. Like, no, I want to do Ape Escape Jake %, where you do all the stuff with Jake, and the focus is breaking Jake's brainwashing, not actually beating the game.
Awesome. I like that.
I think my other answer would have been something that I have actually speed ran. But I don't think that's as fun as creating my own category, because, being the first person to do it is like, hey, I'm number one, at least for a little bit, baby.
Yeah, that's an automatic win, no matter how poorly you do.
Right? The challenge with that is, so Ape Escape has like a major glitch, and it's called the slingshot. So you do get a slingshot weapon, but apparently if you like do the button shit fast enough, you get to a point. Sorry. So in Ape Escape 1, this would be that there's slingshot glitches in all of them, but they're different. So in the first Ape Escape, basically you just get infinite jumps if you time it correctly.
Like straight up into the sky.
And or forward, depending on if you're holding the direction.
Oh, gotcha. So if there were any walls or gates that you were supposed to carefully
there's a lot of
upgrades.
clipping outside of the little boxes.
Gotcha.
So that's why I wouldn't want to do it, because I don't have those motor skills. Like, I play fighting games, but I will fucking wreck my wrists if I do the dupes with your fingers with that game.
It's crazy the kinds of things that speedrunners can do with their hands. And it's got to be like frame specific depending on the game. Insane.
Yeah.
Though I will say, I think you're right. I think a lot of the fun is coming up with your own category. And so I think I want to add in that maybe not even that big of a difference, but it has to be a deathless Pikmin run.
You what? Okay, like wait, none of the Pikmin die?
None of the Pikmin die. All of the Pikmin live. Just this once.
Okay. First question: is that possible?
Yes, the Pikmin don't ever need to die, but they inevitably do, because a lot of them are not cooperative. Just the way the game works, you just can't keep track of all of them. Like, you can have as many as 100. And if you cross a bridge a little funny, some of them might just walk right into the water, and then that might be it.
I would love to watch you do this. I don't know if you ever actually have any interest in doing that, but I would watch you.
Thanks.
The other answer that I have is the thing that I can do that doesn't hurt my wrist, which is basically playing Kingdom Hearts 2 normally. It's just the Kingdom Hearts randomizer.
Oh, randomizers are a lot of fun.
It's some of the most fun I've had playing Kingdom Hearts 2, because it's just like, oh, I just walked up and I found Final Form. Dope. Let's go fuck up everything. It's just really neat. Just like, which places can I go? How easy can I do things? And like, I know, I've even done some of like the strats, watching people on YouTube with like some of the harder fights and stuff. I don't remember any of them now. That was like 2 years ago when I did that, but it was fun. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, if you have interest in speedrunning too, listeners, highly recommend it. It's cool shit. And if you do it, send us an email at lemonanswers@gmail.com or on our social media at The Answer Is Lemon, and let me know, and I'll fucking watch you, dude. It'll be cool. You're cool.
Or try to defeat you in your own personal category. Just come right for you. Just point a target right on your forehead and say, not today, not in my house.
Ball's in your court, baby. Let us know. Man, we're on the last question already. This was a fast, fun podcast. Dang it.
It's that Pikachu magic.
Pikachu magic. All right, Connor. Last but not least for the day, if you got one cyborg upgrade, what would it be?
Oh man, I've seen so many cartoons. Oh, there's so many choices. Well, yeah, I could take hours.
I've trained for this day. I have sat down in front of the Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, WB, Disney Family.
Oh, I think it's the opposite. I think it's just going to make it that much harder to figure out. You know, I could spend hours just going through the Inspector Gadget catalog.
Oh, yeah. Go Gadget tweezers. Oh, man, I think I wasted my answer.
Oh, boy. I do love the exact opposite experience of RoboCop versus Inspector Gadget in terms of cop falls apart. We rebuild it with robots. Horrifying or very funny? You decide.
Yeah. That's okay. That's pretty good. I'll give you some time to think since you have a glut. I'm gonna want robot legs. Give me them cyborg legs. Because it will have to fuse to my spine to get movement, which means they will fix my spine. And I'm going to have jet thrusters on the bottom of my feet.
Nice.
Delta who? Southwest what? I'm just going to go zip my own way. Because I'm a robot, man.
That's really, just maneuvering yourself through the world like Iron Man. Blasting from continent to continent.
I love that you said Iron Man because I did like no shit. I was thinking my life as a teenage robot. That's where I am. Very very masculine Tony Stark boy over here. Jenny X9.
Also a very good choice. Also full of robot additions to choose from.
I just like the episode where the fucking hot rod detailers just like gave her a tune up and she had like fucking flames on her skirt. It was great.
That was cool. Oh, the episode of that show that I think is going to stick with me forever is the time when she decided, I just want to be a normal girl. And then she got skin.
I have never seen that episode.
Dude, this
is it
skin.
Full on body horror?
Yeah, it is.
Oh my god. Jenny X9 skin?
Skin.
Oh, there's Minecraft skin. What? Oh, that's weird.
Oh, they go exactly the direction you wish they would. And it could have been such a simple, just like, but you're perfect the way you are, and what's on the outside doesn't matter. Instead, they went with, the thing that you have put on the outside of you matters very, very, very much, actually. And you are going to have to suffer the consequences of getting skin.
What's getting me is just the pinup face that they put on her. I'm on the teenagerobot.fandom.com, and apparently she's had a lot of outfits. Yeah, my favorite is still the hot rod one with the flames. It's very sharp. So yeah, Yeah, that I'm going with robot legs so I can have jet boosters and a fixed back and not have to worry about skin.
I want my chest cavity, a la Inspector Gadget, to do
Okay.
anything a kitchen can do.
Okay, I was guessing one of two ways. First thought was just a cannon. Just shooting like a fucking cannonball pirate cannon out of your chest. I don't know why. Just
That's
ready
a good one.
for old time naval warfare. I was like, Connor's weird. This might be an answer for him. The other one was like fucking easy bake oven in his chest cavity.
Yep. Yep. I want to be able to swallow a series of cocktail ingredients and then like jump
Shake
up and
like
down
a
for a little
shake
while.
like a dog.
Yeah, before like just like out of my pinky I eject your fresh new cocktail. Like a little bit disturbing because I am going to need to swallow most of the things that I'm going to be cooking inside of me, or blending, or sautéing.
I just like the idea of just like your pecs open at any given time, and there's just always a rotisserie chicken going.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. That's very good.
Just a little scary, mostly just zany hijinks, good for party tricks.
Yep. I mean, great for you and Alita when you go camping. You don't need to worry about any like cookery.
Yeah. Yeah. No, all we've got to do is bring the plates.
Yep. Hun, I got you. Con, I want a normal dinner for once. I did this for you.
I could have died.
I did this for me.
I was good at it, and I liked it. Yeah, yeah. Any drink instantly becomes frosty if I just have some ice to chew on for a while.
What would be your go-to meal that you cook?
The rotisserie chicken is really, really good, but I think it would be a stew. I would just have like a cauldron belly, and the whole time it's at that mild simmer that you need it to be.
Yep.
I'm just steaming slightly.
You're like a cartoon character with it coming out your ears.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I could do the full boiling water like kettle routine too.
Oh, you fucking whistle.
I am a little teapot, short and stout.
That's too strong, man. That's really good. I love it.
Whether I will ever be able to convince anybody to eat or drink any of the things I can produce, I really do not know.
Do you need to eat?
I do still need to eat. And
Okay.
I will insist. So I now have 3 throats. I've got one for breathing, one for swallowing food, and another one for ingredients.
I don't have any responses, just nightmares. Yep.
Yeah, Connor invited me over for dinner the other night. I don't think I'm going. I don't know.
He's always excited for every potluck.
He is every potluck.
Oh boy. All right. On that note, if you want to get your own question, fuck me. If you want to get your own questions asked and answered, send us an email at the thing that I've been shilling this entire fucking podcast, which was Connor.
lemonanswers@gmail.com.
We're also on social media for dumb memes and hangouts.
If you have a mangled, horrible reinterpretation of one of our questions to send our way, put it into the social media of your choosing.
At the answer is 11. But we're at the end of the podcast. You didn't need to listen this far, but you did, and we appreciate it.
And apologize.
We love you. Goodbye.
Bye.
That was good.